Hello YouTube, it is I, NewMamaMia, coming to you with some news. Um, yeah, I actually tried making this video on my cell phone in my car because I was so pissed off. I couldn't even deal. I really couldn't. And it was too big to upload. So I'm making it from my laptop. So first things first, I told you guys about my patient advocate Annette who decided to go on a maternity leave. Bitch, how could she? No, sorry, just kidding. She went on maternity leave and didn't tell anybody. Well, didn't tell me. I mean, you would think that she would notify her, notify her patients that she's going to be gone and that somebody else will be handling my case. But in any event, so she's gone. This new girl, Claudia, is handling my case. And I get a call from her because I called her early this morning, about 9 a.m., right when they opened. She wasn't there, so I left a message. I'm really surprised she called me back because usually she won't call me back till like 18 years later. But anyway, so I get a call back from her, and she's like, Mia, yeah, so I have your information from True Results, which was the name of the facility that I used beforehand when I used the first surgeons that I went to for the month of February and the month of March. And then I switched over to where I am now, which is with Dr. Pilcher over at Health for Life. So she's like, yeah, so your file, it doesn't have any diet visits in it. So I can't use any of it. To which I said, okay, so, but obviously, since we were on the road, I was on the road following the path that True Dimensions or True Results had set forth, saying that, this was what I had to do. This is the exact path I had to follow in order to get my surgery approved. So, they, I'm like, I wouldn't have gone to the doctor and paid $25, $30, every month, just to have it thrown out and not count. So she was like, well, let me see. Let me talk to some people because I have all these other records from all these other places. I'm like, what other places? I've only gone to one surgeon. I've been my cardiologist, and I have my freaking primary care physician. What other records? What is confusing you so much? And so she was like, well, let me just get some more information. Let me just get some more information. I'm like, whatever. So I was like, okay, so bottom line, worst case scenario, we're going to have to throw out February and March, and I'm going to have to start the 6 months from April, which will end up me being done with the 6-month pre-op in October sometime, right? And she was like, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. To which I said, well, here's what's probably going to happen if that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to transfer my file over to a doctor in Louisiana because I'm moving in exactly 15 days. And I can't stick around San Antonio when I'm moving into New Orleans in 2 weeks. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? So she apologized profusely and was just like, I'm so sorry, Miss Francis, I've been trying really hard. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear your shit. Because I know I did those diet visits. I paid money that I didn't have as a full-time student, and after having to pay $200 a month for my medication with insurance, I spent my money to make sure that I did this right. And you're telling me that all that was for naught. So, you know what? Screw you. I don't care about your trying. I don't care about trying. Get it done. Just do it. So, I didn't say all that because, of course, I'm way too nice to say any mean things to anybody. But I damn was thinking it in my head. So, I've been researching pretty much all day doctors in Louisiana, and let me tell you, it is not a good look. If you get sick or need bariatric surgery in Louisiana, you might as well just forget about it because it ain't gonna happen. No wonder Louisiana is like the third fattest state in the country, because they don't have any damn qualified surgeons or qualified freaking weight loss programs that are medically supervised. Like, look at this shit. Okay, so I'm sorry I'm cursing so much. I really am, but I'm just so through. I found out of 10. There were 10 facilities that my insurance listed as being centers of excellence, which is like a national thing. It's not just, where my insurance is accepted. This is like out of the whole state. There were 10 facilities, the whole state. 10. Only one, two, three of those facilities had surgeons that were FACS, which is really important for me. Because that means that they not only did they do everything they're supposed to do with their schooling, they have been recognized as physicians, as surgeons that are, excellent. They're excellent surgeons. They have low complications. They're above the average rate, of incidences, compared to the nation. But because I was researching this one doctor, I won't say his name because I'm not gonna put him on blast. I don't want to get caught for uh, a slander suit. But this one doctor, let's just call him Dr. P. Um, he's not FACS. I researched him and I researched his reviews. This dude had 100 reviews on the websites, collected from all over the web. 100 reviews. Only 3 people rated him above 2 out of 4 stars. And they didn't even rate him at a 4. They rated him at a 3. And this person is the chief of surgery at one of the major hospitals in New Orleans. That's not Tulane or Truro or LSU. So you can figure that out for yourself if you really want to. The other physicians that I'm looking for and that I'm actually kind of leaning towards, but I just really don't know. Dr. Rachel Moore. She's with Southern Surgical Hospital and the Surgical Specialists of Louisiana. They're in Slidell, Louisiana. That's about a 30-minute drive from where my father lives in Louisiana, which is like 15 minutes away from me. So 45 minutes away from me. And only thing is, I've been researching them. One, I can't really find any reviews on Dr. Moore anywhere. I found reviews on the practice, and they are really excellent. But brings me to the second point. When I was researching the whole entire practice, they really hounded in on the gastric bypass and the lap band. They didn't have that much information up there about the sleeve gastrectomy. They did have some information up there. They have done patients, but they had, I believe, 7 success stories listed up on their website. Only one of them was a sleever. No, 2 of them were sleevers. So, I mean, that just kind of worries me. Now, Dr. Moore, I was reading about her specialties. She does specialize in laparoscopic vertical sleeve gastrectomy, but I don't know any of her stats. I don't know what her leak rate is. I don't know, and I can get that information. I just need to call the practice. I need to sit down and I need to talk to them. But I'm not going to be in Louisiana until August 12th, and I really, 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 I have to get this done. So I'm just really concerned. I'm really frustrated beyond all things. I'm frustrated. I'm gonna have this surgery. I'm tired of these goddamn obstacles, but you know what? Life wouldn't be anything without the obstacles. It really wouldn't. So, yeah. On another note, I've been reading this book. Shout out to Rosita, or Rosita Burst. Check out her page. She is awesome. She posts quite a lot. Subscribe to her. Really, seriously, subscribe to her because she's really awesome. But she recommended a book by Janine Roth. The title of the book was When Food is Love. And it's a really good. I don't really read self-help books ever. I kind of, they kind of all say the same thing to me. But I was reading another book by Janine Roth. I went to Borders to pick it up because Borders is going out of business, and Borders is like my favorite place on the planet. But there you go. But they didn't have When Food is Love. But they had another book, Women, Food, and God, by Janine Roth. And while she says a lot of things that are kind of kooky, she does make a lot of really good points that just some really good points that kind of get you thinking. I mean, if you don't want to buy it, I definitely would rent it from the library. Because, I don't know, it just has a lot of good information. I would definitely recommend it. Just, I don't subscribe to everything in it. So, just putting that out there. Also, shout out to Leave Me Alone. She put up her first video a couple of days ago. She is so beautiful. Like, she is just so pretty. I love everything about her. I really do. And she's made the decision to go ahead and have weight loss surgery, and I just applaud her because she's just amazing. Her head's in the right place. I really do. I really love her. Who else? Who else? Who else? We have a couple of surgeries coming up. I know that Oh So Lovely VSG, she's having her surgery, I think, if not next week, the week after. And I know that, no, she's having hers on the 11th, I think, which is a Thursday. I think. And Fatty Girl 4C, my girl, Rachel, she's having her surgery pretty soon as well, well, I guess a week and, well, 2 weeks. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it here. This video is getting way too long. I'm gonna try to calm myself down. I haven't done emotional eating over this. I haven't stress ate, which makes me feel really good, because usually I would want to pull out, go get a cake from HEB and just eat it with some ice cream and some milk and say, oh, the milk makes it healthy. It has dairy in it. That's not bad for you. Anyway, oh, and I'll be coming out with a product review. I got this, I don't know, any people that live in Texas, I got this Mutopia milk from HEB. It's kind of like soy milk, but it's not silk. Tastes delicious. Has 12 grams of protein, like 40 grams of carb, 40, jeez, what the hell is it called? Calories. And like no fat. It's fat free. It's delicious. Alright, video's too long. Cutting it off. Bye, guys.